here's my honest thought, Buyer. This is as honest as I can be. You ever have somebody, Dan, who says, I'm a huge sports fan. Oh, you work at Fox Sports Radio, listen all the time. What do you do there? You're like, yeah, I've been there for, how many years you been at Fox Sports Radio, Dan?
20.
Yeah. I'll get, I remember when I was working at CBS doing the tournament. Huge college basketball fan. What do you do? Right?
Yes.
You'll have, if you tell people, now I'm a big sports fan. Hey, you watching Game 7? Nah. You're not a huge sports fan. Right? I mean, isn't that, are we okay? Yes, I'm okay shaming people who claim to be sports fans. And you have two teams. They don't carry if you don't like the ego of the LeBron, the ego of the KD, the ISO of old school basketball, you're like, well, I like team ball better. They don't play deep. Like, if you don't like all this, like, just watch the series. But regardless of which, it's one game and decides who's a champion. The crowds have been incredible. And the crowd at Oklahoma City, it's a loud city. It's a remarkable watch. You don't have to know anything about anything. It's Game 7 NBA Finals on a Sunday night. What are you doing, right? You come in off the lake, you're watching. Are you okay with me? I don't care if I'm not going to change my opinion, but would you share with me in the opinion that it's completely phony to say, huge sports fan. You don't watch Game 7? Nah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I do think that there is a parallel with people who don't want to do something. They don't want to go to an event, and they'll have 4 or 5 different excuses on why they don't want to go to the event or why they can't make it. And the reason is usually just one reason. And I feel that's the same way with the NBA, where my problem, and because I've complained about the NBA as well, Doug, here of the regular season, is that so much is made about the playoffs and championships. So that's what, to me, diminishes the regular season. And I feel I'd be a hypocrite if I wasn't invested into the playoffs some and invested into the NBA Finals and obviously invested into Game 7. Now, I may not have a dog in the fight on Sunday. However, I feel like if you just weren't going to watch, you weren't going to watch anyway.
Right. And then you're just broadcasting and bragging. But it's like, okay, so people who don't, there'll always be people, I like the NCAA tournament better, one and done. Well, that's what you have. You literally have that. It's one game. You don't have to invest in the rest of it. Right? Just one game. One game. I just think it exposes people as phonies. I hate the huge sports fan. I'm a big sports fan. What do you do? And again, this series has given you a little bit of everything, right? You had the unbelievable comeback and win in Game 1, the snooze fest in Game 2. You had the really surprising also comeback and win for Indiana in Game 3, the comeback and win for Oklahoma City in Game 4, the once again dominance at home, and and Tyrese Halliburton looked like, dude, cut off the leg, shut him down in Game 5, and then the Pacers, it's the old 86 Bears weren't beating them, the Showtime Lakers weren't beating the Pacers last night. They just weren't. They looked amazing. The defense, the transition, the athleticism, the three-point shooting, it was really fun. It's giving you a little bit of everything. And again, I'm not a Pacer fan. I love the Thunder just because of my time in Oklahoma, and I do know people in both organizations. But that's not what it's about. This is just about. We talked about cliches earlier this week, and we talked about them some last week. And how you're taught, don't use a cliche. But there is a reason that statements become cliche. They are overused, but oftentimes they're overused because there's a ton of truth to them. And the ton of truth to the NBA Finals in Game 7 on a Sunday, and we're not a rights holder. Okay, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. We never talked about the Indiana Pacers on this show outside of the Malice at the Palace, I don't think I've ever had a segment talking about the Indiana Pacers. Ever. I've been doing this a long time. And it's not out of hatred or I don't like you, like nothing. It's just what was the point? I do national radio. We talk about the biggest topics of the day, and they were outside of the malice of the palace. That was the last time they were the topic of the day. And yet, I'm just going to tell you, the cliche is true. It's kind of what it's all about. It's what it's all about. It's what all of the pushback to LeBron's statements of, he's not all about the rings. Like, well, what do you play for? This is what you play for. This is what you dream of. This is what any kid who's ever dribbled a basketball. And Dan, I remember a couple years ago, went to Milan High School, which is really famed Hickory. And
it was Hoosier Gym.
Hoosier Gym.
Yeah, Knightstown,
right?
Indiana. Yep.
Right? Okay. But it's anyone who's ever picked up a basketball and shot in their driveway or shot in an empty gym has done either NCAA tournament, high school championship, NBA finals, game in the line, game 7, ball goes in, you're the greatest. Ball goes around and out, and you're a complete dope. So, yeah, I mean, my win for the year is getting Jay Stu to go, I don't want to say this out loud, but NBA playoffs without LeBron and Steph and Katie, it's been kind of good to watch, right? Just like me coming around to his, the NFL can be a bit of a rough watch. Now, look, it's never going to affect the NFL's ratings because people bet on it. They're so invested in it. And I'm not chasing ratings. I don't care if the NBA rates. I really don't. It doesn't affect me or our business or anything. All I'm telling you is don't come at me with huge sports fan, Gottlieb. Love your takes. But, I'm a big sports fan, but I'm not watching Game 7. Why? Don't say you're a big sports fan when you have a sport that is absolutely one of the 3 biggest in the United States, easily one of the 2 biggest. One game, likable teams, likable watch, competitive series, one team by all accounts. Didn't everybody at ESPN pick them to win? Like everybody picked them, most of them in 6. It goes Game 7, and it does feel like anybody's ball game. Here's the cliche, what it's all about.